Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday. I'm your host, the Lady and Comedian, and without further ado, let's get started. Our Top 10 this week will be focusing on our very own Top 10 Most Wanted First Party Characters to Play in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This list will not so much be taking into consideration a character's actual odds of appearing in Fighters Pass 2 or anything. It'll just be the fighters I think will be the most fun for me to see and eventually play, starting with. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you. I'm a huge fan of the Legend of Zelda franchise. And I don't know too many people out there that was happy as I was to see Hyrule Warriors come to exist. It truly scratched an itch that I was hoping Smash would someday, tapping into the plethora of fantastic and colorful characters the series has to offer, and bringing to light their varying skills and abilities, while also adding a few new additions to their unique take on the legend. The spunkiest of which is our number 10 contender, Lana. I'd understand most would discredit my list with this very first pick. But going without a definitive newcomer to Smash since Melee, I find myself getting behind any Zelda character that has interesting potential, of which this Sorcerer of Light has plenty. She may be far from likely to battle alongside the hero of this time, but magic can happen, and she could make good use of it. Long time no see, but it's crystal clear the potential of this staff-wielding telepath for Smash. And just when I thought this vixen was fixin' to join the fight for real, they only showed a piece of what could have been in an assist trophy. Like many characters I've long supported, Crystal found herself in a supporting role. Simply put, I wanted to try out her staff-based fighting style since Brawl, and not that I was completely disappointed the captain of Star Wolf joined instead. I have been disappointed she has been missing in action every iteration since. Okay, so I don't know how well this one will go over. Well, these three will go over. But if we can add a final smash to a character in DLC, I'm looking at you, Mr. Strife. Why can't we give a fighter some new life to other aspects of their arsenal? If I had it my way, people would be as tired of Zelda characters as they are of Pokemon and Fire Emblem fighters, and a bunch of Links would be the cause of it. If I haven't mentioned, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is my favorite title in the series, be it by a small margin. And that title was won by the transformation masks and the amazing gameplay they made possible. I won't go into too much detail here, but Deku, Goron, and Zora Link with the ability to cycle through them would make for the most bang for your buck a Zelda fan could ask for. As another fighter I've dreamt of since before Brawl's release, I've had way too long to think about how much fun they would be to play. Ooh la 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 la, pop this fighter into Smash, please. I was so happy to see ARMS getting some love already in the post-game content, and I understand it would be asking a bit much for more, especially with so many games lacking any representation. But this is my list of characters I'd like to play, and I'm the type to clown around a bit. Lollipop is just a joy to play with in ARMS, and I think it would translate well into Smash, especially her Gum Gum Balloon. Min Min is a fine addition, and I'm quite happy with how she was interpreted in Smash, but I think Lola would have just a little more pop. Yeah, I know, another Zelda character. Well, I gave you fair warning in the beginning, so if you've made it this far, then you must not have minded the idea too much, right? Midna's personality and interesting role in the Twilight Princess game made it into one of my favorite Zelda games to date. When I thought nothing could compete with the fun I had in Majora's Mask and the nostalgia that takes over when I play Link's Awakening, this little imp won me over to the point that they're all neck and neck. Midna, preferably with Wolf Link, has been another fighter I've craved since Brawl Speculation. Hey, and if Link refuses to transform into his Twilight counterpart, I wouldn't mind her causing mischief all on her own. Well, with me at the helm. She does ensue a great deal of havoc in her current role, but it's not quite as fun as getting to ensue the chaos yourself, you know? And here I thought my love of The Legend of Zelda would lose you guys. Well, come rolling back in with the absolutely underutilized series. That's right, Fire Emblem. And my favorite fighter from this series is none other than the mercenary prince with a gambling problem, Joshua. Another case of knowing wholeheartedly that it would never happen. I personally just want to see a character that has a bit of personality. It would be cool to see Joshua, especially if his smash attacks had a crit chance like Heroes. But really, I feel like we need somebody besides all the main lord and ladies. I feel as though the Fire Emblem series gets a worse rap than it really deserves. In fact, the vast pool of characters it has is wasted even more than The Legend of Zelda. With all the emotionless protagonists getting on the roster, it's almost the equivalent of having 8 links on the character select screen from Fire Emblem. Maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but I think you get my point. Sure, Link is iconic and awesome, but only so many characters from the same series can have the same personality and still be interesting. I think they've done a great job of making the Fire Emblem representatives more versatile and fun. However, I would still want to see them showcase a lot of the life the series has to offer. As a Pokemon trainer main-ish in Brawl, what I was looking forward to most in future Smash iterations was more 3-in-1 teams. And boy, did Smash 4 disappoint. Not only did we not get a rival trainer, Red Dungon lost himself in Rock Tunnel along with freaking Squirtle and Ivysaur. And I guess Sheik didn't want to spoil Ocarina of Time for new players come Wii U and 3DS version because she would no longer reveal her secret identity. Anyways, I'd love the versatility of the Pokemon Switch to be spread to another team. If I were to be completely selfish, I would straight up put a trainer with all my favorite Pokemon. But there are other companions I think would make fantastic fighters as well. I feel like we're running behind on the classic NES representation. I nominate Excitebiker. I would be happy to see Mach Rider as well, but I actually played Excitebike, and the chibi-ish biker here fits the moveset I have in my head a little bit better. Ever since I heard tell of Sakurai's inability to imagine Mach Rider jumping around on a stage in early development of Melee, I have not been able to stop thinking about how awesome it would be. Bike stunts for aerials, spinning out as a dash attack. Ugh! How is this not a thing already? I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea who this guy was when he first appeared as an assist trophy. But it didn't take me long to be intrigued as he jumped around on the stage. Before I knew it, I caught myself yelling, "Go, Saki, go!" every time I got my hands on one of those mystery trophies. As soon as I could, I bought Sin and Punishment when it showed up on the Wii eShop. And let's just say, me and Saki made some memories. With a rough learning curve, bizarre controls, addictive Star Fox-like arcade-style gameplay, as well as an engulfing story, I couldn't put it down for some time. I look at him as another friend like Ness that I wouldn't have made if it wasn't for Smash. And for him to make that jump, blast, and slice to playable would be something special. Are there any more Zelda characters left? Oh wait, yeah, just the one I want the most. As I mentioned before, I'm a huge fan of Hyrule Warriors, mostly because the game gave us a chance to control some amazing characters and see them imagined in a new light. None of which they capitalized on nearly as greatly as Impa. Not much in gaming has felt as awesome as seeing this old friend of mine kicking butt at my fingertips in ways I never knew she could. Seldom am I ever sold on a game the second I see the character art, but she got me. The moment I saw her in action, I was in love with the game. I knew they were doing something special with a ton of my favorite characters, and I was not disappointed. The roster continued to expand, the fun continued to flow, and now we've been treated to a new adventure with a lot of those friends. Impa's cute new look feels just as inviting, and I hope to finish that journey soon as well. I kinda got addicted to the demo, and I had to stop playing because I wasn't getting any work done. Anywho, I'd take any incarnation of Impa as my most wanted Nintendo fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Her chances of joining the Fighter Pass 2 seems bleak with the latest Spirit event, but never hurts to dream, my friends. I hope to catch you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.